Hi, everyone. Welcome to my Sunday afternoon live stream. And today I am going to go ahead and analyze some people's chess games. So this is going to be very exciting. I need some time to set up, so please be patient. Okay. Okay, so I need some. Okay. Need some time to promote. Okay, cool. Let me see. Oops, hold on for a second. I need more time to set up, so just hold on. Oh wait. Cool. Okay. Okay, and just hold on for a second. Um, Okay, you guys, welcome to my live stream. It is officially 1 p.m. and therefore I am going to go ahead and analyze some chess games. The first chess game I'm going to go ahead and analyze is a game that was played against Elissa hung her pawn and Westphal 31. After I analyze this chess game, then I am going to go ahead and analyze some chess games from the Minnow Park Chess Club. So let's go ahead and get started. Elissa, it seems like she's a girl, so it's like we need more women and girls to play chess. So I'm assuming this is a girl because Elissa is a girl's name. But let's go ahead and analyze it. Pawn goes to c3, and just to let you know, moving the pawn to c3, this is not a common move because first of all, it's this knight can't get to c3. Typically, when you're playing chess, like usually you want to move the pawn to d4 or e4. So c3 not so common, but okay. Pawn goes to g6, and the computer says that pawn at g6 is fine. But usually if the pawn moves one space, then you want to move up a center pawn 2 spaces. So if the pawn goes to c3, I do recommend pawn to d5 or a pawn to e5. And the reason why I would want to do this is because you get one pawn in the center, and it opens up lines for this bishop. So that's actually very, very important. another good move is to move this pawn because this is also another center pawn. It opens up lines for this bishop. Super, super important. And so that's great. But so again, ideally, let's move the pawn to d4 or e4. Okay, g6, and then this person decides to move the pawn to c4, and um I'm not a big fan of this move because if if white wanted to move the pawn to c4 on the very first move, white could have just done that done this like right away right now. Okay, so given the fact that I'm sorry, this person moved the pawn up two times, white is wasting white just wasted a move. Bishop goes to g7, and oopsie. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go ahead and oh wait, hold on for a second. I forgot to share another link right now. Oh wait, hold on for a second. Oh. Hi everyone, welcome to my live stream. I am in the middle of analyzing a game right now, but I forgot to promote the link to another place right now. Hold on for a second. Um, hmm, just hold on. Just hold on. Okay. Okay, now I'm back to my game analysis. Okay, queen goes to a4, and typically this is not a good move. When you're playing chess, you want to get all the knights and the bishops out. But the move queen to a4 again, I don't really like this move. Again, we want to control the center, so I do prefer pawn to d4. And the reason why we do this is because now the pawn is in the center. Look at these two pawns are controlling all of these squares, so that's actually very, very good. So let's move forward. So queen goes to a4 again. Let's get the knights and the bishops out. Okay, knight goes to c6, pawn goes to d3. I think this is okay. Um, pawn goes to e5. Okay, not bad. We still want to focus on getting the knights and bishops out. This pawn is in the center. That's good. Bishop to e3. Okay. This is interesting. I noticed that the pawn on e2, it cannot move, and because of that, how are you planning to get this pawn to move, right? But then I also noticed that the bishop should not go to g5 because that's not safe. So maybe white should move the knight over to f3, but let's move forward. Bishop goes to e3, knight goes to then g knight goes to e7. Okay, that's good. And then queen goes here. Again, white is wasting time with the moves. The queen the queen is already out on a4. There's no need to move the queen again. Um and white needs to focus on getting the knights and bishops out. So I do prefer knight to c3 right now. That's what I would do just to get the knights and bishops out and stuff. That's important. Let's go back to what actually happened. Queen to a3, pawn goes to a6. Okay. Okay, that seems okay. Again, if I was black, I would probably castle right now. Because we can, and if we castle, then the king would be in the safe place. Pawn to a6. What does this move do? I'm not too sure, but okay. Knight goes there, and then pawn to b5. Again, I don't like this move. Again, we need to just focus on castling, and we need to focus on getting this bishop out. Um, this move, there was a problem with this move because first of all, pawn takes, and then if you notice right now, it would be a bad idea for this pawn to take it, and that's what Elisa did, because now this queen can safely just capture the rook on a8. If you know that, so the thing is, you have to pay attention to what pieces are on the same line. This queen, this pawn, this rook, they're all on the same line, so therefore pay attention to that. This is not a good move. Okay, let's go ahead castle, or let's maybe we can just fight for the center and move pawn to d5. I think that's another good move, but let's go ahead and see what actually happened in the game. Pawn to b5, pawn takes it, and then pawn goes there. Another tip to help you is ask, okay, if I move here, so like if I take the pawn, then where is my opponent going to do? So that's actually very, very important. So pawn takes, and then okay, so white is making some big mistakes too. And just one tip for you is you want to ask if like before you make a move, always ask, if I move here, is it safe? What am I attacking? Can I safely capture a piece? That's very, very important. Okay, so in this position, white should have just taken the rook right now, but white did not see it. Instead, the knight took the pawn, and that's not good. Elisa got very lucky because the rook just took the queen. So that means that Elisa, you did a good job taking advantage of your opponent's mistake, but again, white should have just taken your rook right now. So you got very lucky right here. So queen takes, knight goes back, knight goes here. Okay, that's interesting. Um, I think that knight to d4, that looks okay. Again, another move that I would suggest doing is to move the pawn to d5, so we open up lines for this bishop, and then we get another pawn in the center. And right now, look at these two pawns are controlling the center right now. This is very good. Let's go back. So knight goes to d4. Knight goes there. Okay. And then yeah, this is a very good move. You want to consider all checks. And yep, this is a good move. Notice this knight is attacking the king, this bishop, and also attacking the rook at the same time. So yeah, very good. And that's what you want to do. So you want to consider all checks before you make a move. Beautiful move. King goes there, and then Elisa takes the rook. Very good. And let's see what happens. Knight takes pawn, and this is a mistake because again, ask, if I take the pawn, is it safe? The answer is no, it's not safe because first of all, the knight is worth 3 points. The bishop is the knight's worth 3 points. The pawn is worth 1 point. So therefore, taking the pawn, that's not safe. Okay, so bishop takes, right? Knight takes a pawn at 1 point, the bishop takes the knight, and that gets 3 points for that. So not good. White should really maybe get this knight right over here. We gotta focus on getting the knights and the bishops out. Okay, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn goes there, and then the bishop goes here. Okay, and this is fine. I noticed that this queen can't move right now, and the bishop goes here. I think that's fine right now. The computer suggests bishop to b7, and this is also good because it's attacking this rook too. And like when you're playing chess, you want to try to move and make a threat. So this is moving the bishop to b7. This would be a stronger move because black is actually threatening anything. But bishop to a6, this is still reasonable. The bishop is safe. So okay, moving on, knight goes there, and then bishop takes the pawn. Okay, that sounds good. So I notice right now that the bishop is controlling these squares. This knight is controlling the square. So yeah, this is a nice wall right now. So bishop goes there. Let's see what happens. And then the knight goes there. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. The knight's attacking the bishop. Okay, that sounds good. I also think that black can also castle 2, or the queen can go to b8. So the idea is for the queen to go to b4. There's many ways black is in a winning position. You guys, welcome to my live stream. If you have any questions or you want to say hi, go ahead and type something in the chat box on my YouTube, on YouTube, and that would be great. Right now, I am analyzing a chess game right now. Okay, knight goes to d5, bishop goes here, and let's see what happens. Black decides to take the bishop, and that is good. Since black has a much more powerful army than white, then you want to trade down. So the bishop, oh, sorry, so the bishop capture, that's great. Pawn takes, and then queen goes here. Okay, good. When you're playing chess, it's also very important to have a plan. And the queen goes to e7. I do like this move because the queen can go to b4, and the queen is much closer to the opponent's king. So I do like that move. Okay, rook takes, and let's see what happens. Bishop takes rook. Okay, that's a good move. In this position, what I would probably do is I would also, instead, wait, before taking the rook, I want to move the queen closer to the king. And because of that, I would move the queen to b4, and then the queen is checking the king right now. And once this king does move, well, guess what? We can simply let's move the queen closer to the king. And if the king goes here, then we can go queen here, and then that's going to be checkmate. But if the king goes here, guess what? We can simply just take the rook with the bishop, and this would be very good. Okay, so when you're playing chess, you want to consider all checks. Again, this is not a bad move, but again, if you can move the queen closer to your opponent's king, that would be nice right now. Okay, king goes here, and then queen takes pawn. Good. Let's see what happens. King goes there, and then queen to b2, and that's a checkmate. That's a very nice checkmate. And again, as I told you before, is if you're attacking um in chess, you want to move the queen as close as possible to your opponent's king. So queen to b2, fantastic move. So Elisa, I hope that you found this game analysis to be helpful. And yes, this analysis is free, but again, if you guys appreciate my work, I do welcome a donation. And if you do donate, I will say thank you in advance. I do greatly appreciate that. So donating is very easy. So again, donations, it's totally optional, but if you do decide to donate, I'm gonna say thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go back to this game. So it was a interesting game to go over. And now let's move on to analyzing some chess games from the Minnow Park Chess Club. The first game I'm gonna go ahead and analyze is against. Let me go find the game right now. Okay. It is against Monton Valenchek and Ham Daniel Vasied. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names. Okay, let's get started. And I noticed that Monton, he's rated 600, so I want to see it from his point of view. I do like to go I like to analyze people's games and their ratings are below 1000. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and see Monton's point of view. Okay, and then the game goes like this. Pawn to d4, pawn d5, pawn goes to e4. It looks like this is some kind of gambit. Let's see what happens. Monton decides to take it. Okay, that seems okay. Knight goes to c3 to attack the knight, and then the knight goes to f6. This seems reasonable because now the knight is protecting this knight. So it's the knight's protecting the pawn. It doesn't make sense for the knight to capture the pawn, because if that happens, then the knight can just capture the knight. And then, yeah, that wouldn't be good for white. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like white is offering another pawn for development, and the pawn takes, and then knight goes there. Okay, that makes sense. If I was yeah, so that's what a gambit is. A gambit is when you sacrifice pawns in the opening, and then you get a lead in development. So this is what's going on right now. If black doesn't want to take the pawn can also go to e3. But let's go back to what actually happened. Pawn takes, knight takes, and white is in the head of development right now because white has two knights and a pawn. Notice that black only has his knight out, so white is definitely in the lead in development. Bishop goes to f5. Okay, not bad. Bishop goes there. Bishop goes to g6. Let's see what happens. Bishop goes to g5. So I think right now black is doing okay. Pawn goes to e6. That makes sense because you gotta get the knights and the bishops out. So moving the pawn to e6, it opens up lines for this bishop. Okay, let's see what happens. Knight goes there, and then the queen takes the pawn on d4. And this is a mistake. And the reason why this is a mistake, okay, first of all, okay, yeah, so this is white set up a trap. It seems okay for the queen to take this pawn, but this is a mistake because white decided to go bishop to c5, and now what's going on? The bishop is checking the king, and notice this queen is attacking this queen, and that means that what black is going to lose the queen. This is a very tough position for black right now. So I want to go back a couple moves. So the thing is, when you're playing chess, you need to pay attention to like what pieces are on the same line as your queen and your king. That's very, very important. So again, notice the queen, this pawn, this queen, they're all on the same line. Okay. Another question to ask you is ask the question, if I move here, where is my opponent going to do? Consider all checks, captures, and threats. That's very, very important. So that's a big mistake. So instead of taking the pawn on d4, what would I probably do instead? I would the computer says pawn to c6. that seems good. If bishop takes, then we would definitely just take it back with the h pawn, and black is doing okay. I think another move that comes to mind is if white decides to castle, then we want to focus. Like we can. Oh, actually, no. If that happens, we can take that pawn. Okay, let's go back to what actually happened. Okay, Matan fell for the trap, and this is called a poison piece. Because it's a trap if you take it. Okay, bishop goes there, and then pawn decides to go there to stop the check, and then queen takes the queen again. Okay, so that seems okay. Let's see what happens. Black is in a very tough position right now. Knight takes. And then if you notice right now, the knight is threatening to go to c7. If that's the case, the knight is attacking the king and the rook at the same time. So that's a knight fork. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to write something in the chat box. I'd be happy to just hear from you. Today I'm analyzing a game from the Minnow Park Chess Club, so which is exciting. And let's continue. Okay, so Matan, he moved the knight over to a6, and this move makes sense because first of all, the knight's threatening to go to c7 to fork, and when he moved the knight to a6, this knight is controlling the c7 square, so it does stop this knight from going to c7. So this is I think this move, I think it's reasonable because it's a good defensive move. Let's continue to see what happens. Okay, so white decides to castle, and right now, black is it's still in a difficult position because black has not castled yet. So let's just continue. Rook goes here. Again, what I would probably do right now is I would definitely just move my bishop out. I don't want my king to be in the center. I want my king to be castled right now, right? We gotta just get this bishop out, right? This is way too dangerous right now if this king is just stuck right here. So rook goes here, and things can get kind of crazy. The computer says knight can go to c7, and it's checking the king. And if you think about it, if the rook takes the bishop, I'm sorry, if the rook takes the knight, then the queen can go to d8, and then that's gonna be checkmate. So that's not gonna be good right now. Let's see what white. Okay, so what happens? White decides to take the knight. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see what happens now. But this is a mistake because rook takes pawn. Okay. So I think right now, let's go back for a second. We definitely don't want. Okay, if I was white, I would definitely don't want black to take this pawn on c2 right now. The rook and the bishop, both pieces are attacking the pawn on c2, and that means black can safely take the pawn on c2. So that's not going to that's not good. If so, I mean, maybe we can kind of be on the defensive side. We could, like, I don't know, we could go pawn to c3 to stop it. But white needs to be very careful if white does move the pawn to c3, because moving the pawn to c3, that means that this bishop, it is controlling the c2 and the b1 squares. So white needs to be careful right now, but if white wants to be on the safe side, then the knight can simply just go back. Um, but yeah, but again, the computer said that the best move is knight goes here. Um, but let's go back to what actually happened in the game right now. Um, okay. So bishop takes. Rook goes there. Okay, good. And then king goes there. And then this is a okay, so black is attacking right now. Notice that the bishop, the rook, and the king, they're on the same diagonal. So therefore, black can do a discovered attack, and black decides to go hmm. Rook to d2, and then you might be asking, yes, but the queen can just take the rook. No, the rook cannot be captured because the bishop is checking the king right now. So in this position, um, okay, well, actually, the computer says that is the best move. Okay, that's interesting. Um, okay. Okay, what's going on is okay, rook goes there. The bishop is checking the king, and the queen can't capture the rook because the bishop's checking the king, and therefore white decides to capture the bishop. And then in this position, rook takes queen. That makes sense. And then let's see what happens next. Rook takes. And then now black decides to take the knight. Okay, that's a huge mistake because white decides to go here, and then that's a checkmate. So this is why you want to always ask, if I move here, is it safe? That's very, very important. Um, So in this position, what I would probably do is I would definitely, well, we need to stop this checkmate. So would probably just take the bishop right now. Um because now there is no checkmate. White can take this the rook right now, and white should win in this position. But black is, it's still a playable position, but still very tough right now. Um But so I hope that you found this game analysis to be helpful. So if we go back, so let's see, let's just do a recap. The most important thing is, I think this is okay. Okay, so again, be careful about taking free pawns. You always want to ask, like, if I move here, is it safe? Pay attention to what pieces are on the same line. Queen takes pawn. Always try to ask, like, if I move here, is it safe? The bishop can just go to b5, and that's a double attack move. So um okay, and then let's see what another recap is. You need, okay, look, in this position, if your king is in the middle, you want to focus on trying to castle right now. um um let's move this bishop, perhaps like maybe c5 or b4, and then on the very next move then we can go ahead and just castle, right? Okay, but let's go back to what actually happened. Okay, and then black did a, yeah, so this is interesting, but again, is always pay attention to your opponent's threats. Again, it's, you want to consider all checks, captures, and threats. So again, the best move is to just capture the bishop right now, because if you take the knight, then that's a checkmate. Okay. So I hope you found this analysis to be helpful. Again, I do like analyzing people's games, and again, I, even though I do this for free, I do appreciate donations too. Donations are optional. but greatly appreciate it. And if you do give me a donation, I would say thank you in advance. Okay, let's move on. The next game I'm gonna go ahead and go over is this one, and this is against Yuma Boss and Vaibhav Vavishankar. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, but let's get started. Um, okay, so it's e4 and then e5, knight 2 f3, knight goes here, bishop goes there, bishop goes here, and then white is doing a very good job, and that's what you want to do. Get the knights and bishops out, move out a center pawn. White decides to castle. Okay. And then pawn goes to d6. Pawn goes here. Not bad. Knight goes here. And then knight goes here. Again, I am not a big fan of this move because first of all, you you only move your knight only one time in the opening, and I noticed that this knight has moved 2 times. So guess what I would probably do right now? I would probably again maybe move the pawn to h3 to stop the bishop from going to g4, or perhaps maybe move the bishop out to c3. This is a little bit too early right now. And this move seems tempting because I noticed that the knight and the bishop are attacking this pawn. But let's see what actually happened. So Black decides to castle, and then knight takes the pawn. This is a mistake, and the reason why this is a mistake is because the knight and the bishop, it's much stronger than the pawn and the rook right now, right? This rook is very passive. So there's we don't want to like the exchange is white is exchanging the knight and the bishop for a pawn and a rook. It's not a good I mean, technically it is a fair trade because the knight and the bishop, both pieces combined are worth 6 points, and then the rook and the pawn combined that's worth 6 points. But given the fact that the bishop and knight, since they're a lot more active than the pawn and the rook, we want to avoid taking the pawn. So in this position, white can just move the pawn to c3, and then the idea is perhaps to move the pawn to d4 to fight for the center. Let's go back to what actually happened. Okay, so knight takes, rook takes, bishop takes, king takes, but again, Black is in a better position right now because look at these two knights, look at this bishop. Notice that white hasn't even moved the knight out and this bishop out. So Black's army is a lot more active right now. Knight goes there, and then bishop goes to g4, and then now white is in trouble right now. If we think about it right now, this pawn cannot go to f3, and the reason why is because this bishop is pinning the pawn to the king right now, and this is when Black's minor pieces take over, right? If you think about it, like this rook is not doing anything. This rook is, yes, protecting the pawn, but again, let's see what happens. Queen goes here. Okay, it does save the bishop, the queen. Okay, let's see what happens. King goes to g8. Knight goes here. Again, what I would probably do is I would probably maybe move the pawn to h3, and this move it attacks the bishop. The computer is also suggesting knight to a4 to attack this bishop. But let's see what actually happens in the actual game. So knight goes there, knight takes, pawn goes there, knight goes here. Let's see what happens, and then pawn goes here. Okay, So this is an interesting pawn structure. So notice this pawn is control. This pawn is protecting this pawn. This pawn is protecting this pawn on d5. Okay, not bad. Let's go back. Okay. Knight goes to f5. What is going on? I'm just very concerned about this bishop on c1 because this bishop cannot move right now. Let's see what happens. Queen to e1, and then things are getting a little bit difficult right now. This knight is threatening to go to c2, and it's forking the queen and the rook at the same time. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see. Queen goes to c3, but Black decides to take advantage of this by moving the knight to e2. It's forking the king and the queen at the same time, so that's not that great right now. This is why, like, when you're playing chess, you want to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent going to do? If your opponent has a knight in your territory, you are always looking out for a knight forks. That's very, very important. The computer is suggesting that instead of moving the queen to c3, we simply just move the bishop to e3, and then at least we get this bishop out. And yeah, the knight can go here. Yeah, this is still difficult, but once the queen goes here, well, I mean, the knight can just take it. Rook takes, and yeah, this seems very interesting. Let's go back. Even though white is in a losing position, white is still this position is still playable. So let's go back. Let's go back to what actually happened. Okay. So knight goes there, it's forking the king and the queen. King goes there, and then knight takes queen, and right now white's in a losing position. Okay, queen goes here. That makes sense. We want to get our queen out. Bishop goes there. Okay. And let's see what happens. Pawn goes there to attack the bishop. And then this is moving the bishop to e2. This is a beautiful move because it's attacking the rook and the pawn at the same time. Rook goes there, pawn takes. And then again, white is in a very difficult position right now because white is down material, especially white is down a queen. This is still very, very tough. Rook goes there, bishop takes, and then white's position is falling apart right now. Let's go back. Rook goes there. Yeah, so I don't know. This rook is attacking as the rook is protecting this pawn, so I don't know about moving the rook over here. Maybe we should just take the bishop, maybe. But this is still very tough. Bishop takes pawn. And then let's see. Okay. This is an interesting move. Rook goes here. It's attacking the bishop right now. Bishop goes back. Bishop takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, queen takes. And then now this is I mean now it's like two rooks versus a queen, the bishop and the rook right now. This is still very tough. Queen goes here. Let's see what happens. Rook goes there. Rook goes there. Okay, and white just needs to just wait until black attacks right now. It's still very, very difficult. What would I do in this position? I would probably play for stalemate right now. And in order to do that, I'm gonna simply just move this pawn up because I don't want this pawn to move. To play for stalemate, it means that your pawns cannot move, and that would be good. So I would simply just move here. We don't want this pawn to move. We don't want this pawn to move. We don't want this pawn to move. I would definitely just try to play for a stalemate right now. Okay, so rook goes to c2. Let's see what happens. And then let's see, what goes here? Okay, what goes here? That makes sense. Black is threatening to take the pawn on h3 because this pawn is pinned. So king goes there. Okay. King goes there. Okay. And then here's one tip is you want to move the king to g1. Notice that moving the rook to e2, this is not good because now the rook is pinned. You don't want to move a piece where it becomes pinned. That's going to be very difficult for you. So again, I prefer if white decided to just go to g1 to get on the check. But okay, rook goes there. Wow. Okay. Black is getting fancy. The idea with this move is, let's see what happens. Okay. If king takes bishop, then the queen can take this rook, and then this is looking very good for black. So I guess the king decides to go to e1. Bishop goes there. Okay. But goes there. It checks. King goes there. Okay. King goes there. And then this is still very difficult right now. So king goes there. King takes. And then again, in this position, what I would probably do is like, hey, let's just move this pawn up. I would still try to play for a stalemate right now. And in order for a stalemate to happen, this pawn cannot move. So I'm very happy that white is still playing. Okay, so king goes there. Queen goes there. Okay. Okay, queen goes there. Okay, and then this is a beautiful queen fork. And that's what you want to do. If you have a queen, then you want to look out for a queen fork. King goes there. Yep, queen takes. And then okay, and it looks like white did resign in this position. If I was white, I would probably not resign right now. I would just continue to play and just play for a stalemate. Um, but that's but it was an interesting game. Okay. So as a recap, white did a good job getting this knight and this bishop out. And then you gotta remember is you only move the knight only one time in the opening, unless it's being attacked by a pawn or there's another like special thing that's going on. Okay, the other thing is the knight and the bishop, both pieces are worth more than the pawn and the rook. So therefore, this piece exchange right here, it's not good for you as white. Okay. And then if we continue, always ask if I move here, is it safe? Welcome to my live stream. Right now I am analyzing a chess game from the Menlo Park Chess Club. Feel free to say hi or you can just write a comment in the live chat on my YouTube chat box. I'd be happy to hear from you. And then yeah, so that's one another tip of advice is always ask if I move here, where is my opponent going to deal? If your opponent has a knight, you have to be careful about knight forks. Okay. And then if you're in a completely losing position like this, you want to just save. You may want to just try to play for a stalemate right now. That's what I would probably do. So you might be asking, like, how do you actually play for a stalemate? Okay, like for example, let's say that the pawn, let's say the pawn goes here, bishop takes, then let's say the rook goes here, let's say that the bishop goes here, wait, okay, the pawn goes here, rook takes, bishop takes, oh sorry, rook takes, bishop takes, and then let's say that the it goes here, queen takes it. Like there is some possibilities that black can still do, can accidentally do stalemate. Like let's say um pawn takes, queen goes here, let's go here. Okay. Pawn goes here. Again, what you know. Let's say that the bishop goes here, it pins, and then guess what? This is actually stalemate, right? Because the bishop is pinning the pawn. The bishop is pinning the rook to the king, and this king has nowhere to go. So that's what I would do. Just pay for a stalemate and hope that your opponent will accidentally stalemate you. But I hope that you found this game analysis to be helpful. Um, so I did analyze 3 chess games, and right now that's a lot of chess games to be analyzed. So what I'm gonna do right now is I also like to play um games too. I'm gonna analyze more chess games next week. Um, so I hope that the Menlo Park chess club, I hope that they found my analysis to be helpful. And again, I like to analyze people's games where who players are rated below 1,000. Okay, so I'm gonna have some fun right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play some bullet chess games right now. Okay, here we go. I'm playing against a 1999. Let's go. This is the French defense, everyone. So here we go. Okay. This line is very popular. Okay. Okay, bishop goes back. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move here. Oh, fine. Okay, let's I'm gonna go ahead and just move my knight back. Okay. Let's move here. Uh-huh. Yeah, bishop takes. Fine, let's move this knight back here. Oh wow, he is getting aggressive right now. Okay, let's go here. Because if knight takes, pawn okay, and then we'll go here. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, what happens if the rook takes? Oh, I don't know. Oops, I think I made a mistake. Okay, that's okay. I don't know. I don't really want to. Okay, I'll go here. I made a mistake, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. If knight takes, oh, he wants to he demoed up. Oh, well, okay. Let's go here. Oh, maybe I can move the pawn up to f4. Maybe, or oh, okay. Let's see what's going on right now. Okay, definitely just take it. Okay, bishop goes here, and that checks the king. And this is nice. My rook is attacking the queen. My bishop is attacking the king. Looking good. Okay. Okay. Rook goes there. This rook is pinned, everyone. So therefore, I am gonna go ahead and yeah, let's put more pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. The rook can't take it because this bishop is pinning the rook to the king right now. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Again, this rook can't take it because this bishop is pinning the rook to the king. So I do like my position. I am gonna go ahead and just take the rook right now. Okay, yeah, let's go and take it right now. Okay, and then he resigned. Good game. That was very nice. So great. Let's see if I could play another game. I'm a bit tired right now. Let's see what I can do. Should I play another should I try 1 minute? No, that's too crazy right now. Okay. I'm gonna try a horror chess game. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope I can get a game soon. Okay, this is taking a long time. Okay, this is taking a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and just do another bullet game. Let's do 2 minute in 1 second increment. Okay, here we go. This is against a 2008 2081. Let's fight. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh no. Okay, let's just go here. That's fine. Okay, let's go here. Okay. I'll go here. Oh, yeah, okay. I think maybe I can just go for an attack like that. Yeah, that's expected. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, sure. Okay, pawn goes here. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, take it. Okay, and then let's see what I can do. Yeah, take this pawn. Okay, oh, this is crazy. What am I gonna do right now is fine, I'll take it. Yeah, but I'm gonna go here now. Okay, I have to trade. That's fine. I'm gonna go here. And now I'm threatening to take that pawn. Maybe he will. Okay, sure, I take that pawn. He goes there. Okay, I'll check. And then he goes there, and then let's go ahead and move this pawn up. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go here. This looks pretty drawish right now. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Sure. No. Okay, what am I gonna do? Let's go ahead and, um, maybe I need to move my king. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a draw. Um, okay. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and go here. Okay, I'm gonna go here. This looks like a dead draw to me. Yep. Yeah, it's a draw. Okay. Oh, what just happened? Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was crazy. Mhm. Okay, I lost the game. Um, okay, good game. That was fun. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching my live stream, and I hope that you found the game analysis to be helpful. And again, if you're rated under 1000, feel free to share a game with me, and I'll be happy to analyze the chess game um, on my YouTube channel for free. And also, if you're rated above 1000, you're still welcome to send me a game. Okay. The other thing is check out my YouTube channel. I do come up with a new video every Wednesday, which is exciting. And the other thing is, every Monday, I have I host a chess tournament on the Daily Chess Musings Chess Club. So the next tournament it's tomorrow, and it's gonna be held at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please play in my chess tournament. It'd be very, very fun. And I am gonna go ahead and analyze all the chess games. Or I'm gonna broadcast all the chess games on my YouTube channel. So that would be fun. And um I think that's pretty much it. If you're interested in chess lessons, feel free to contact me. My website is chessbydoran.com, and this is my chess website, and you can learn more about my services. So I do give private chess lessons, and I also have puzzles too. So I did create 500 chess puzzles. So if you want to check out my puzzles, check it out. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping to see you tomorrow for the chess tournament. Okay, you guys, take care. Bye.